guess we're here again, unfortunately, a home final loss in the finals. I mean, what did you make of that game?
It was hard fought. They got away from us. I thought for patches of the game we were really strong, pretty dominant. Didn't capitalise on our entries. They did. Got their noses in front, and then the game was a bit of an arm wrestle until we sort of brought it back in a bit of a 7 or 8 minute burst or whatever that was. And then the last quarter was just sort of played out as these games normally do against Hawthorn, and they were good enough to hang on.
Can you pinpoint in those first 2 quarters in particular where you had 10, 15 minutes, strong minutes to start each quarter, where the forward line kind of broke down and you weren't able to make the most of those entries?
Yeah, just the connection between where we were kicking the ball, what our forwards are doing when ahead of the ball, the way that we were getting our entries, a lot of repeat entries, really strong defensively in the front half, but typically the front half turnovers are a bit harder to score from. The numbers are already back on you, and so we're playing straight line, bomb, entry, relying on Jesse to really take a contested mark, or Cads or Ricker, and against high quality sides, that's just not reliable. And so we tried to address it. It got a little bit better after half time, but all in all, we didn't make the most of our entries, and in the first half particularly, we allowed them to score too easily from their entries, and that's finals footy. The team that usually maximises their entries wins, and so that's we got, unfortunately, punished in that space.
Obviously, you lost Darcy early on. How was Darcy, and also how did that impact that forward connection?
It certainly impacted us. He was lively early, and fortunately he's hurt his knee and it doesn't look good. So we'll send that one away, and hopefully it's not as bad as what we suspected is. And so incredibly disappointing to lose him. It impacted our front half danger, I think. He was lively, he was up the field running and bouncing. His pressure is really important for us. We ended up -8 ground ball in our D50, in our forward 50, in Hawthorn's D50, and he's a pretty important piece to that. It wasn't ideal.
On the flip side of that, Josh Kelly came on as a substitute. What was the thinking behind Josh Kelly as a sub, and also his tonight?
I think the thought process from the match committee played out exactly how we'd hoped it would, barring the tactical sub rather than an injury sub. We weren't quite. He hadn't done a session that was equal to or bigger than a game load in the last 6 weeks. So we were a little bit unsure as to if we started him, would he be able to survive the calf, survive the whole game. So we thought we still wanted to play him. He's a great player, and so perhaps injecting him in the second half would have helped him and helped us. We were really happy with the way that our wings have been playing, both Ryan Angwin and Harvey Thomas, and I thought they were really good again tonight, both those boys. And then when Josh came on, well, that was a pretty special quarter. 13 touches, 2 goals or something in a quarter of footy is massive, and I think that's what he had anyway. So I thought the plan in that space worked pretty well.
And you seem to have all the pieces in terms of the team, the line-up and everything. Does that make it even more sort of heartbreaking that you lost it in moments?
Yeah, we did. And finals are about moments. They took more moments than we did. And I think we have got the pieces, but introducing 3 boys in with 2 guys in our best team not playing tonight, I'm not sure we were quite at our best. I think we were still in really good shape, but not quite at our best, and I think we need to be at our best at this time of year, and we have been in the past. And certainly Hawthorn had Weddle come back in and really impact for them, so it felt like they've timed their run really well, and they're in good shape too.
Were you disappointed with some discipline early as well? I think when they had their good moments in the first quarter, a couple of free kick goals, a couple of 50s, and in a game with such fine margins, those can you look back on those, I guess?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, what did we give them? 2 50-metre goals and a few free kicks, and then some costly turnovers that we were trying to play too perfect, rather than under pressure, just normally just taking contest. and we didn't do that. So, yeah, we'll look back on those moments with great disappointment.
You've been really good, I guess, in the close games all year. Just, do you think they ran out of steam a little bit in that fourth quarter because they were so hard in the third?
They, as in
us? The Giants, yeah.
No, I don't think so. No, I just think Hawthorn defended really well, won the ball. Certainly in their D50, I don't know what the entries were in the last quarter, but I felt like we were continually putting them under pressure. Then their ability in contest to get the ball on the ground, shape it up, get it out of there, find a mark on exit, I thought it was elite, and we were really poor in that space. Really poor. And that allowed them to go coast to coast a couple of times. They maximised their entries in the last few, particularly, and again, another 1 or 2 free kicks helps that. But I looked at the free kick. I think they were there. We don't get free kicks, as we know, so that's really where the differential lies in our eyes. I think the free kicks we give away are there, and I felt like they were there tonight as well. So we'll continue to work on that.
What's the message to the boys, especially after those who've been here for the past 3 or 2 years as well, where it's been those close games in September that you guys just haven't quite been able to go over the line?
The message is keep putting yourself in that position. Keep putting you in a position where you can fail on the big stage and be incredibly disappointed, but if you're not there, you'll never feel it. And so we've got to just work our backsides off over the summer again to get back into finals and put ourselves in a position where, who knows, we may lose next year and be disappointed again. But that's where we need to get to. So keep giving ourselves a chance.
How much of it is about playing 4 quarters in finals in particular? Because last year there was twice where you were able to pull away and got run down, and then today Hawthorn built up that lead, and I guess
I didn't. As I said before, I thought we played 4 quarters. I thought we Hawthorn had some moments and some centre bounce clearance to goal and some sloppy turnovers, but for the most part, I thought we were playing pretty good footy. We're generating a lot of inside 50s. If you're generating a lot of inside 50s, you should be putting pressure on the opposition. You're a chance to score. You kind of got the game in your favour for the most part. So I don't think tonight was a case of us not playing 4 quarters. I just didn't think we maximised our opportunities, and they did in the first half particularly. And some of that was because of our mistakes and our free kicks against and all that sort of stuff, 50-metre penalties, whatever you want to call them. Some of it was really good players playing well for them. And we know they're a really good team, and I'm not sure they're finished yet.